Making movies is risky business, especially if you're a critic. It's our job to consume art, to assess it, and just because we can do that doesn't mean we can create art. But some people are braver than I am. The Barbados project was sent to me from the head of foundfootagecritic.com himself, Thomas Burke, who asked me to take a look at this movie he made together with Michael Steinberg and Stockton Miller, which I was happy to do, even if it took a while. Sorry about that. And I'm sorry to say I didn't like it. Yeah, I am not gonna beat around the bush. It is not a good movie. I think I see what they were going for. The actors are awful, the story is insane, and the special effects look like they were outsourced to the asylum. But there is a self-awareness to the movie. It begins with what looks like an ad for the tourist board? From the tourist board. An ad from the tourist board promoting Barbados to, well, tourists. And then it transitions to a vector graphic that looks like it's from an edgy 90s spy movie. And a voiceover assures us that everything we are about to see is 100% real. And it's so over the top and ridiculous and dumb, you can't take it seriously even if it pleads with you to do that, even if it tells you very definitively to do that. And that is what I think they were going for. They wanted to make a movie that was so bad is good. This is dangerous water to tread, because most so bad they're good movies were not made that way deliberately. And pulling it off, that is a trick and a half in itself. All of the pieces of a so bad it's good movie are there. The story is not just bad, it's completely ridiculous. The CGI, the idea that we are supposed to think these creatures are real is also ridiculous, and the acting is painfully bad. All the pieces are there, but where the entire thing falls down is the story, direction, and, well, the actors. The story is derivative and mostly consists of dialogue. Big creatures have been spotted around Barbados, and a small news crew decides to investigate. I can think of a dozen found footage movies with that exact premise. That by itself, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, but we can spend 5 or 10 minutes watching the characters listlessly explain this to each other. Not to the camera, each other. And clearly the actors don't care in the slightest about the movie. They are just unenthusiastically reciting lines they've memorized with the enthusiasm of recounting what happened at school that day. So it doesn't matter if they're talking about the future of their careers, of government conspiracies, of their friends dying, or of frickin' time travel. It's all a slog to listen to. On occasion, the movie does get fun again, like when archived footage shows scientists opening a portal using what is very obviously a toy gun with the branding peeled off. And then a YouTuber has recreated the device, and he spends 5 grinding minutes explaining who he is, tells us to like and subscribe, recounts what happened in the movie we just watched, and then, oh, by the way, I have recreated the device, and then he holds it up, and it's a freaking vacuum. That made me laugh. But the movie is tediously slow and uninteresting. If I had to guess, I think they were hoping the ridiculous dialogue and character interactions would be enough to make the movie fun, but when it's all presented so poorly, it doesn't actually matter. And I don't know who dropped the ball here, if it was the director or the casting agent, but you can't argue with the result. From one critic to another, I am sorry when I say this is among the worst found footage movies I have ever seen. I sentence the Barbados project to a 3 on a scale of 11.